Hey there friends, and welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. In today's video, we're going to be doing our cash unstuffing as well as budgeting for our upcoming paycheck. So grab your favorite drink or snack, cozy up, and let's get to budgeting. Well, hey there friends, and welcome back again. Today we're back with another cash unstuffing, and I've got my drink of choice over here, which today is an iced coffee. I am getting my day started a little later, so I opted not to do my double espresso in order to save myself later this evening. So I've got my coffee in my cute cherry cup, and I am ready to budget, do my cash stuffing, and just get everything organized for the week. So we're gonna start with unstuffing my wallet, and I actually have 4 singles left, so these are going to go in my rollover savings challenge, which is my my daily grind challenge. So we'll do that here in a moment. I'm going to set this to the side. As far as what's coming out of this wallet, I've got some of my fun money that I spent 20, and I actually ordered some things on Etsy from BusyGirlBudgets, so I'm excited for those to come in. They just shipped today. And then I am pulling out the 10 from miscellaneous that was spent. So I still have 5 left in my wallet for my fun money, but we will be stuffing that again. Before we get into my binders, let's go ahead and add the $4 into my daily grind challenge. So if you guys are watching, drop me a coffee cup emoji in the comments, since that's what I am having to drink today. But also let me know what your drink of choice is. I don't know about you guys, but seasonal beverages are back at Starbucks. I don't really go get my coffee out a lot, but I know a lot of people are like obviously pumped for pumpkin spice. I have to say, like, that is not my favorite flavor, but if there is a favorite drink that you guys have for during like entering fall season or during fall, let me know in the comments what it is, if I should try it. Yeah, let me know. But leave me the coffee cup emoji in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so we are adding 4 singles to my daily grind challenge. This is available in my Etsy shop. So I just use this one for all of my singles at the end of the week if I have any. And today it's getting 4, which is a good amount. So I just like to draw little hearts next to my little coffee beans. So there's 3 and 4. All right, so we'll put this back in there. So I gotta tell you guys, I have been working on so many new things for the Etsy shop. My husband, as you guys know, has done most of these challenges. Like, I've given him the ideas, but he has created most of these, and he is so busy like with his business that he really does not have time to be like doing all of this going forward. Like, he will help me as needed, but I'm trying to figure this out on my own. So I got the Canva Pro free trial, and I have been coming up with lots of things, lots of fall related things, even things for 2026, for the new year and everything. I want to make sure I have lots of stuff available, because always in December, January, a lot of people start the cash stuffing method. So I want to make sure I have lots of things in my shop ready to go for all different kinds of people, all different kinds of like interests. And try not to stick so much to just one like style or vibe, because I just want somebody to be able to come into my Etsy shop and find exactly what they're looking for. So I know I've asked this before, but there's a lot of new people here. So if there is something, some type of style or like color palette that you are really into, let me know in the comments as well, because I want to bring things to my shop that you guys enjoy doing or enjoy using. So okay, so that is it for what we're going to add to my rollover challenge today. Getting back to what we're going to be unstuffing, the biggest thing we're going to be unstuffing today is going to come from my health envelope, and that's because I paid my health insurance premium. So we are going to empty this category. So we're pulling 470. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 84, 420, 440, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. And I need my sort quick because my fingers are they just do not want to work today, you guys. Just don't want to work. So I am going to put some on really quick. We use this in the, we used to work at the credit union and the bank. You guys can order this on Amazon, which is what I did. It literally helps so much. Whoops. But yeah, because I don't know what it is. Like my fingertips are just like really smooth and sometimes they just like do not want to grip. So this helps big time. Okay, so that is all, or wait, no, I am unstuffing a little bit from car repairs, not for a car repair, but we did do a car wash. So I'm pulling 10 from here, which I do not have a 10, so I'm gonna pull a 20, and then I'm gonna put one of these 10s back in here. So car repairs is down to the 350, and that's all we're gonna pull from my high priority binder. Next, we are going to pull from my short-term binder. All right, so in here we are pulling from 2 categories, and that's going to be Costco and toiletries. So Costco first is getting emptied. It had 50, and we did go to Costco for a few things. Excuse me. And then toiletries, I had to get my concealer. I was completely out, so they had it buy one get one free at the store the other day, so I did go grab that, and that was 15. So that is all that's coming out of toiletries. And that is actually all that we are unstuffing this week. So the majority was just the health insurance premium. We had about $105 more that came out of other categories, but otherwise it was just that bill for my health insurance. So let's go ahead and count this all up. I should have $575. We have 100, 51, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. Then we've got 10, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So 575, that is correct. Everything adds up. So what I'm going to do now is grab my iPad and we will switch into the budget with me portion of today's video. All right, my friends, we are back and all set up to do our budgeting for this week. So our pay dates have shifted a little bit from a Friday to a Monday or Tuesday of the following week. So we actually just got paid yesterday, the 4th. I got paid on Friday. My husband got paid yesterday. So I'm waiting to do the cash stuffing until obviously his income comes in. Then I'm paying all the bills and then we're able to do the cash stuffings. So this week we had our mortgage to pay, we had our travel trailer payment to make. I transferred money for our taxes to our high yield savings, as well as made a debt payment on a 0% balance transfer that we have through May. I'm still trying to pay that off. But we're working on it. So I did make a payment for that. So what we are left with after all of those things is $756. With my check, I did already go buy groceries just on my card. So we're not going to be budgeting much for groceries because that was already purchased. All right. And this is new here. So the total amount we're going to be budgeting is $756, including savings challenges. But I looked through my budget and I already know the amount I want to put towards savings challenges. So what is left after I've allocated that amount to savings challenges is $435. So $435 is going to be budgeted on this page, which is for my weekly spending in my wallet and my sinking funds. And then on this page, which is all my savings challenges, is going to be $321. So starting off with my wallet, I know that I don't want to put much in here because I already purchased my groceries. So we are going to put $20 in here for anything extra we might need to purchase. Dining out is going to get 30. It's already Tuesday, so I don't really plan on eating out, but we'll see. My fun money always gets 10. Miscellaneous always gets 10, and my husband's fun money always gets 10. So in here we have 20, 50, 60, 70, and 80. And I'm gonna work with the 435 on this page. I'm gonna ignore the 756, which is the total. So from 435, we're gonna subtract 80. And so going forward, we have 355, and I'm gonna write that here in the margin. And that's what we're gonna work with going forward. Okay, now we're gonna take my high priority binder, and let's see what we can do in here. So first, we are going to add money to our emergency fund. Right now, we are sitting at $35.80. So we're gonna add $20 today, and that is gonna bring us up to $3,600. So we'll update our balance over here. I really like using GoodNotes because I have the app on my phone as well. So when I'm out and about, if I want to make a purchase, I can check my sinking funds balance on my GoodNotes app on my phone. And that way I know, yes, I have money in the sinking fund that I can later unstuff and I can use my card, or I don't. And that's a big thing for me when I'm using my credit card, because obviously I'm not carrying around 3 binders with me wherever I go. I just have the money that's in my wallet, which usually is not very much, as you guys see, 80 bucks, right? So if I'm out and I need to buy dog food or whatever the case may be, I can check the balance in there, make sure, yes, I have enough in there, or toiletries or something for my house. And then I know that I can come home and unstuff that money later, which I love just this setup. It's great to be able to check the balances. Next, we have my dog's emergency fund, and they always get 20. So we're gonna do that this week. That's gonna bump them over the 600 mark. We'll be at 610. Next we have health, which is empty, and we need to start stuffing this again for September's premium, which is wild to even think about that we're this far into the year. So we are going to do, I think we're gonna do 80 in here today, and that will be all that it has. Car repairs is sitting at $350. We're gonna go ahead and do 20 in there as usual, so that will bring it to $370. Same for Michigan, that has 20, and we're gonna give it its usual 20, so that will bring it up to 40. So in this binder, we're gonna be adding 20, 40, wait, I'm gonna start with the 80. 80, 100, 120, 140, and 160. Is that correct? Yes, 160. Okay, so we're going to take our 355 that we had left, we're going to subtract the 160, and we have 195 that we're able to continue budgeting with moving forward. I'm going to write that here, and we will grab our short-term binder. Okay, getting into our short-term binder, our first envelope is pups. Let's see how much is in here currently. We have 150, which is a really good amount. That's enough to buy both dog foods, but I actually don't need either of them yet, at least for a few more weeks. So I'm just gonna put 20 in here this week. Oops. Sorry if you guys hear my air conditioner going. It is so hot here this week. It's like gonna hit 100 on Thursday, and I will be living in the pool probably this week/weekend. All right, next is gonna be household. It currently has 10. We're gonna do the usual 5 in here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it 10 this week. I'll give it 10, and that will bring it up to 20. Next we have Costco, which is empty, so I definitely wanna add something in here. Let's try to do 50. And that will be all that it has. Then we have anniversary, which currently has 30. I think this week, let's start with 10, and if we have money left, I'll bump it to 20, but that'll bring it up to 40. Vacation, same, that has 30, so let's do 10 there, and that'll bring it up to 40 as well. Next we have beauty, which has 30. I gotta think pretty soon Spencer's gonna have a haircut, so let's do 20 in there. That will give it 50. And then toiletries has 15, and it usually gets 5. We're gonna stick with that, and that will bring it up to 20. So we have 20, 30, 80, 90, 100, 120, and 125 in here. Okay. So 195 subtract 125, that means we have $70 left for this binder, which is kind of a lot. So I'm actually going to go back and increase anniversary and vacation. I'm going to change those to 20. So that means these will be up to 50. And we need to up this by 20, so this will be at 145. So we're gonna do 195 minus 145 equals 50. So we have $50 left to put into my low priority binder, which is great. I usually put like 30 in there, 35, so we have a little bit extra, which is good. So coffee always gets 5, so we're not going to change that. That's for all of our supplies for making our coffee, tea, matcha at home. So that's going to bring it up to 35. Okay, next is entertainment. It has 10. We'll go ahead and do, you know what? I think we can do 20 in entertainment. Actually, I'm going to do just 10 in entertainment. That'll give it 20. And then shopping has 15. We're gonna do 30 in there. And that will bring it up to 45. I've mentioned this before. I use this also for like stuff for my Etsy shop. So I need to have a little bit in there if I need to buy any materials to make products. So if I put 30, that's gonna bring it up to 45, which means I have $5 left to add to gifts, and that's good. That's going to bring gifts up to 40. So we have 30, 40, 45, and 50, which is correct. Okay. So that's it for budgeting all of my sinking funds. So now's the really fun part. We get to move into my savings challenges, and we're going to do 321. I already pretty much know where this is going to go because I've looked at it a few times to see how I want to divide this up, but we'll still walk through it together. So let me grab my savings challenge binder. All right, we've got my savings challenge binder, and we are starting off with my pretty in pink challenge. I'm going to put on my calculator off to the side 321 because I know that's how much we have to budget. You guys probably won't be able to see this on screen because I just don't have enough space, but I'm going to subtract what I'm adding as I go just so I can make sure everything's adding up. So in Pretty in Pink, this is the first of 3 challenges that are part of my Chic and Sweet bundle that I have available on my Etsy. And for this one, each bow is worth 10, and that's what we're going to add today. So that's going to bring us up to 50 in this savings challenge. Then we've got the cherry on top challenge, and each cherry is worth 20, and we're just going to do one of those today. So that's going to bring us up to 20, 40, 60, 80. That's going to be 100. So we are a third of the way done with this challenge. Next we have in the bag. And so I planned to put 100 in here, which is 2 of these icons, which is exciting. So that's going to bring us up to 300 in this challenge, making really good progress. Next we have Disney. Okay, so Disney, I planned to do 3 of the icons, which would be 15, 30, and 45. So this is, oh, I need to eliminate something here because I didn't do this earlier, but Progress Every Paycheck is no longer in my budget because I finished this in last week's cash stuffing. So we're gonna get this out of here, and we're gonna take a break from that for now because I have some other challenges that are larger dollar amounts that I want to be able to allocate more funds to. So we're gonna not be doing the Progress Every Paycheck challenge currently. So that means we're at Disney, which this is from Budget with Maddie. It's a create your own amount, and I have it for $360. So each icon is 15, and we're gonna do 3, which is going to mean we're gonna add 45. Which will mean we have 75 in here. And I haven't been doing what I said I was going to do, which was subtract as I go. So we have 10 in the bow challenge, 20 in cherries, 100 for in the bag, 45 for Disney. So we're at 146 is what we have left currently. Okay, and then next we have our Princess Savings Challenge, which is another one from Budget with Maddie. Each icon is worth $10 for a total of 100 for this challenge. And this week we are going to add 30, 10, 20, 30. Yes, we're going to do 3 icons. Oops. 30, and that's going to bring us up to 50. So this challenge is halfway done once we stuff this. All right. Then that brings us to the October challenge. Before I do that, let's go ahead and subtract 30. So we have 116. All right, so our monthly challenge, we have added our first 50. So with 116 left, we are going to do 2 of these. So we're gonna do 80 in the monthly challenge, which is going to bring us up to 130 in here. That means we'll only have 2 left to do in here to complete the October challenge, which is great. And then the last thing we're gonna budget for is our Every Little Bit Adds Up challenge from BusyGirlBudgets. And so with this check, we're gonna do 36, which is filling in a 1, a 5, a 10, and a 20. So in my husband's next check, which will be in 2 weeks, then we will do the 186, which is adding in the 100 and the 50. But this week, we're not gonna be doing that. We're gonna do a 1, which is going to bring us up to 3. We're going to do a 5, which will bring us up to 15. We're going to do a 10, and that will bring us to 30. Excuse me. And then we are going to do a 20, and that's going to bring us up to 60. Okay, and I had taken away the 80 from my monthly challenge. I have 36 left, which is correct. Whoops. I don't know what happened there. Which was correct. The 36. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. So let's add this up one more time. Make sure we've got the 321 that we that we budgeted for. So we have 10 plus 20 plus 100. Then we've got 45 for Disney, 30 for the Princess Challenge, 80 for my monthly challenge, and then 36 for Every Little Bit, for a total of 321. Lastly, we're gonna go ahead and add all these numbers over here in black and make sure that with everything we are equaling 756. So we've got 80 for our wallet, 160 for our high priority binder, 145 for our short-term binder, and 50 for our low priority binder, for a total of 756, which is correct. That is the amount that we had to work with this week. All right, my friends, that brings us to the end of today's Cash Unstuffing and Budget With Me video. If you guys enjoyed watching, don't forget to leave that coffee cup emoji in the comments, as well as your favorite drink that you are already enjoying or looking forward to enjoying come fall. I know I'm ready for it to cool off and to have some cooler temperatures and just slower days in general. So thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And we will catch you guys in our next video. Bye.